Well, hello, everybody. This is your host, Valerie Kane, with another series of how to live and thrive in the rich flow of life. I am so very privileged tonight to be joined by our very own Mr. Mark Chaseman. I just want to say one thing, that the purpose of these calls with Mark and I is to help and bless people who are in need and who want to grow and prosper in their life. That is why we're always providing you and shedding the light and sharing the light of love from our heart, pouring right into your heart. You see, we're just humans also, so it's not always easy of us to give of ourselves with our time, our energy, our efforts, and everything. But we're doing it anyways because we know for a fact that there are people out here who suffer. They suffer, you guys, some of you suffer from abuse, probably a rape, mental illness, health issues, family loss, grief within you, within others that you know about, and even financial problems and lack. And these are just energetic patterns that have set in over years. So we just come to share light and love and blessings in order to help you to be able to release a lot of those old energetic patterns that keep you stuck and shackled out of the rich flow of life. And so this is why I bring Mark in to shed light on this and give us the love. Isn't that right, Mark? And welcome.
That's why I'm here, and what a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
and thank
welcome,
you so
Mark.
much for the time you put into doing these, too.
That's
I know
right.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So welcome, Mark. You're going to take us through another meditation, and go ahead and do your usual and explain to us what we need to prepare before this meditation.
We're going to talk about situations today, and eventually we'll boil it down to thoughts, emotions, personal affairs, relationships, career, and finances. So before we get into that, we're going to be talking about a lot of those situations that people have, like you mentioned, assaults and rapes and things. And I'm surprised when I go to a meeting and huge number of women have been raped.
That's true.
I mean, sometimes 25% in some of the meetings I go to.
Absolutely.
And it's unbelievable. And I'm almost shocking, really. And then after we understand sort of these situations, we're going to pick some colors that we'll need in our meditation, and then we'll have a meditation. So that's pretty simple and straightforward.
Awesome.
So I'd like people to think for a minute about any of the things. I'm going to mention some areas. So we're going to look at some situations and ask the healing light to go into these situations. So if you had a physical illness, you might think about that, or maybe a physical accident, or maybe a physical assault, somebody beat you, or maybe physical abuse, rape, or something even worse, emotional abuse, emotional illness. Now, this could be like depression or bipolar or schizophrenia. Emotional tendencies like sadness.
Right.
Emotional problems with another person. Financial bankruptcy, financial difficulty, a foreclosure, a financial loss, maybe a loss of inheritance, or a loss by theft. Somebody stole something from you. Or maybe a loss of a job, or a loss of children. Now, this can happen because they're ill or they die, or it could happen through divorce, or it could happen because they just move away. Loss of children through a miscarriage or through an abortion. Loss of spouse through a divorce. Loss of spouse through death. Loss of spouse through dementia. A loss of parent through divorce. A loss of parent through abandonment. A loss of parent through death. Or a loss of parent through Alzheimer's or dementia. A police action. This was another thing that surprised me at a meeting, how many people have been arrested and beaten by the police. The loss of a house, the loss of a car, the loss of a mechanical device. That might sound silly, but, if your lawnmower breaks and you can't mow your lawn, that can be aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have damage to your house or damage to your car. Or you could have a loss of a friendship. And a very bad loss is a loss due to suicide. That leaves a strong impression on people. I had an uncle who committed suicide, and it affected me for many years. It's very hard to sort of deal with that. So when we do these self-inquiries, sometimes we share and we do a self-inquiry to determine if there's areas in our thoughts, emotions, personal affairs, relationships, career, or finances that need special attention.
Right.
And once we sort of look at these, then we select some healing light to work with. So recognition is the first step in self-inquiry. We have to recognize what needs improvement or where we're hurt or injured. And we have to take responsibility that we are infinite creative light beings and that we're responsible for what we think, feel, and express. And it's not helpful to blame others or project our fault onto other people. And if you have trouble making a list off the top of your head, you could do a week-long survey. Take a week to log these different qualities about, your thoughts, your emotions, your personal affairs, your relationships, your career, your finances, and see what areas you really need help with. Now we'll talk about some of the colors, the enlightened colors that we can use. Like a pearl white represents kindness and forgiveness, while oyster white with a touch of yellow means the soul is steadfast. Crystal white is purest and shows the soul has achieved mastery. There's also other colors like silver. It's the energy of spiritual intelligence. Shows a person has perception, quick and alert mind. Blue is around a person who seeks spiritual truth, who's loyal and devoted. Bright blue shows integrity. Madonna blue, sort of a little different from powder blue, shows obedience and spiritual wisdom. Powder blue symbolizes a creative person who has inspiration. Turquoise, of course, is the color of prosperity. We already did our prosperity meditation. And pink is a color of love. It symbolizes joy, comfort, companionship, human love, upliftment, and abundance. Green is the color of growth and renewal, whereas emerald green expresses balance in an individual. It's the color of harmony. Lemon yellow brings in powers of concentration. It deals with the intellect. And orange means the person has strong motivation, enthusiasm, thoughtfulness, and soul energy. Red, especially ruby red, is vitality and enthusiasm. In fact, you don't want to meditate on red at night before you go to bed because you might not be able to sleep at night. And violet is serene and calm, and the person's of service. They have a high spiritual power. Purple means deep peace and mystical ability. We did that during the peace meditation. Indigo is the color of inspiration, deep inner strength. It's rarely seen in human aura. It symbolizes the awakened spirit. Indigo violet is sometimes seen in people searching for spiritual experience. So now that we have our thoughts, emotions, personal affairs, relationships, career, and finances, and we have some of the colors, then we remember our 6 steps to meditation. We relax it comfortably. We establish protection, put gold light around ourselves. We check our spiritual centers, the mental, throat, hermetic, emotional. We connect with the higher self, and then we downgrade the light, and we ground ourselves. Mm-hmm. So are we ready to do a meditation now?
We are ready.
Okay. So do you know any colors you'd like to bring down to help you this?
I like the gold and the pink.
Gold and pink. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we'll certainly do gold and pink. How about some turquoise again?
Oh,
is that a good one?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. So now that we're prepared and we're sitting comfortably, we view, remember we raise our consciousness to that higher self point of knowing, which is 24 inches above the head. Mm-hmm. And we say, Heavenly Father, Holy Mother God, we downray the beautiful gold light of wisdom and protection down into our mental center, so that we know that wherever we go, we are safe. And this gold light permeates all of our thoughts in all of the places that we are thinking of, in all of our thoughts, emotions, personal affairs, relationships, career, finances. We have this beautiful gold light of protection and wisdom light. Now it goes down into the throat center, so everything we speak is the power of our word and wisdom. So we speak in wise words. Don't just utter nonsense. Now it goes down into our hermetic center, touching into all 12 avenues of affairs. People, places, things, situations, conditions that cause situations. And this beautiful gold light is in all 12 avenues of affairs, everywhere we look. And now it goes down into the emotional center, so that we have that wonderful power of protection and gold with us in our emotions and feelings. Now I'd like to downray the beautiful orange-red flame of cleansing. And that beautiful orange-red flame is down in the mental center, cleansing any of our thoughts, feelings, emotions that have disturbed us, any situations that have disturbed us in any of these areas. And this beautiful orange-red flame then goes down into the throat center, healing the power of our word and all that we say and speak. Now it goes down into the hermetic center, touching into all 12 avenues of supply, so that we burn away all that's unneeded, all those fears, emotions, anything that's happened that's not of thee, we burn away in the beautiful orange-red flame and purify it. And now we go down into the emotional center with that same beautiful orange-red flame, cleansing, purging, renewing, restoring. Now we'll bring down the blue-white power ray just to rejuvenate us, and into the mental center, the powers of our thoughts rejuvenating us, into the throat center, beautiful Trinity chalice in our throat center, that blue-white fire. And now into the hermetic center, touching into all of the affairs of our lives with that beautiful blue-white fire of rejuvenation. Now into our hermetic center. And we also bring down the deep rose pink of love, love, love. And we're going to bring that into our mental center so it touches into all of our thoughts and words and our plans for the future. And it's going to come down into our throat center, the power of our word touching, so that when we speak in love and acceptance, and we speak in kindness. And when it touches into our hermetic center, it touches all 12 avenues of our affairs. So all the people around us, all the finances, all the relationships, all the careers are bathed in this pink light of love. And then into the emotional center, so that everything that we feel is emanated with love, and the joy guides are everywhere there. And Archangel Uriel is there wherever we go, providing love and peace and balance in all of our worldly affairs. And finally, we bring down that beautiful turquoise ray of abundance and supply, and it comes down into the mental center, providing us with a sense of prosperity in our mind, so that we know that the world is full of prosperity and abundance. And into our throat center, so that everything we speak we speak of abundance and prosperity. And now down into our hermetic center, all 12 avenues. So everything we touch is prosperous and abundance. We're prosperous in our relationships. We're prosperous and abundant in our finances, in our personal affairs, at our job, our creativity. In all areas are full of abundance. And then finally, it comes down into the emotional center, so that we have abundance in all of our feelings, and all of our feelings are of thee. Now we seal this all in a beautiful golden bubble, the physical, astral, mental, third bodies so that they're all protected with all the light that we've given, and that we have cleansing and purging of past events that we may have had, so that these situations are not overwhelming. And we gradually, through our meditations and the orange red flame and the love and the peace and the help of the archangels, we achieve peace within ourselves, because we redeem those parts of ourselves that need redeeming. So be it.
So be it. All right, Mark. Thank you for that. So everyone has been given a whole lot of love there, of love and light, to be richly blessed, as we have different encounters in life. Our needs are different. The things we want are different. And it's just a prayerful wish that you can all experience the best version of yourself, so you can live to your highest and fullest potential. So thank you, Mark. That was so nice. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, on that note, this call is concluded. Did you have any final thoughts for anybody, Mark?
I don't, but
All
thank
right.
you so much again for being there and helping so much to spread love and peace and success and abundance in everybody's world.
And we just want everybody to prosper and just live freely and highest, your fullest potential. That's all this is all about. So, Mr. Mark Haseman, thank you kindly. I don't take lightly that you take your time out to be with us and make these prayers and blessings and meditations that help me, them, you, all of us combined, collectively. So on that note, I'll say good night, and you know I love you dearly.
I love you too. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye now. Okay,
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.